All right, so let's try a couple of things, and I'm going to try to work quickly so our video doesn't take forever. But let's say that the floor's got some tile that makes up the floor. So as long as you're always using your vanishing point, we can quickly toss in some tile. One, lined up to that vanishing point. Two. I'm trying to keep them relatively even spaced down here. You know, I'm just estimating right now, eyeballing it. 3. 4. Now, one thing I want you to notice as I keep going along here, if I'm using the vanishing point on a consistent basis, my lines are going to be fanning outward all the way across so that the tiles over here will match up with this wall. So don't just do one line to the vanishing point and then just do the rest of the lines parallel. These lines are not, well, we know that tile is laid down where they're all parallel, but on a flat piece of paper, these lines are all converging onto a vanishing point. Because as things get further away from us, they look like they get smaller. So instead of perfectly square tiles, running out of space here. We'll pretend like I'm a contractor that misplaced his tiles. Maybe I had to cut some tiles in half. There we go. Hey, just like the real world. All right, well, all I can do to make them really look like tile is just drop in some horizontal lines. Now this same basic concept goes for everything from brick to cinder block to the fluorescent lighting, ceiling tiles, carpet. I'm not going to do all these tiles. I just want to maybe get to something real quick before we call video number 2 finished. Let's say we have some doorways out here, okay? For the doorway, to make it look like something goes inward, I can start at the floor and go up. I'll give myself a little bit of space here, and I will go up. Now the top of the doorway, it's not going to be perfectly straight. It's going to be lined up to the vanishing point. And remember, anytime you do perspective drawing, there's going to be some erasing involved. So starting off lightly is to your advantage. Okay, so that kind of looks like a door, but what about the doors like the ones in our building? Can we make it look like it kind of goes inward a little bit? And that's really easy to do. Anytime you want to make it look like it goes in, we're going to use a horizontal line here. I can make it go all the way and stop where it bumps into that line, but we're going to do something. We're going to try to get a little tricky here. From this corner, I'm also going to go horizontally in. Let's say there's like a little corner back here. Little corner where maybe some of the windows are or where the actual door is. You know, the architects of the building design it this way so people aren't getting smashed in the face by opening doors. So I'm going to use my vanishing point again. I'm just going to line up from this little corner here. And this is kind of like where the door would be back here. Kind of tucked away. And up at the top as well. All right. So we're talking about some basic concepts that are going to be repeated, making things look like they go in. We can also make it look like things come out. Brick, cinder block, tile, ceiling tiles, lights. It can all be done in linear perspective, and we can do some really complex things with just this very basic concept. All right, until next time.